Soto takes the applause here and gets the hug from cornerman Jose Rosario. He believes he's won it. You go for Jefferson, and I think you're right, Johnny.
Just pipped it, made life hard for himself, just pipped it, but Soto, he worked well within himself, didn't let himself down, and he managed to con Jefferson into his style of fight.
Valiant effort from Carlos Vinan Soto, and Rashiem Jefferson needs the stool and shakes his head. Maybe he's not going to get this. He does not look a happy customer, and this will be a very interesting decision, which we will hear any second.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 8 rounds of boxing, we go to the judges' scorecards. Judges Tommy Kazmarek and Steven Weisfeld both have it 77-75, and Judge Glenn Feldman has it 79-73 for the winner by way of unanimous decision, Rashiem Rich and Famous Jefferson.
Rashiem Jefferson gets it, but 79-73 on Glenn Feldman's card. No, it was a good, close fight.
That one could be tight. This certainly was. In the end, it was Rashiem Jefferson getting the decision after a really good scrap. But did he deserve it? Well, the crowd didn't like it. Nicky, what do you reckon? Did he deserve it?
I think he did deserve it, but it was a case of wanting to be macho, spoiling his performance and probably making it closer than it should have been. You know, some fighters, like Paulie Malignaggi, recognise their strengths and weaknesses, accept them and adapt their style to best suit their abilities. I felt Rashiem Jefferson tonight wanted to... I don't think he wants to be a non-puncher. He is a non-puncher, and he wants to prove how strong he is. Some young amateurs do this a lot when they come into the pro game.
Why do you reckon he got dragged into this toe-to-toe scrap?
Well, he wants to be an attraction, obviously. He enjoys the tear-up. 4 of his last 5 fights have gone the distance, so I think he was quite keen to get a stoppage back onto his record again, which is fair enough, nothing wrong with that. But when you go out for an early stoppage and your punches begin bouncing off the other fellow's head with no visible effect, then it's time to think, hold on a little second, this fight looks like it's going to go a few rounds, let's drop the pace, let's use the skill. He didn't have the experience to do that. He stuck with it for some reason, thinking an early stoppage was still on the card. No signs that it was.
Box this kid. Listen to me. Box him. Get into the flow. Use your jab. You went 2 hooks. Move.
Get into the flow, use your jab, Nicky, that's what they're saying.
Exactly, his trainers realise he's not a puncher. When a non-puncher tries to punch harder than they actually can, they fall in and they get entangled in a war, and this suited, you know, his opponent Soto was a real rough handful that enjoyed this, and the fight was much closer than it should have been, and he was tiring. You know, yes, he did go 8 rounds, and it's proven something to himself a little bit, but I think he was very, very tired at the end, and the fight was getting much closer here.
Yeah, and the problem, by the time he solved out the job, he didn't have the energy to do it properly, but that's all good experience. But I will say, I mean, they're not wrapping him in cotton wool, they're making matches that are asking questions of him. True. And a few questions that were asked there, at least you find out he's got a little bit of ticker, he can fight, so no reason he can't have a future.
And he can go the distance.
Well, exactly. I mean, that'll always benefit him mentally, you know, and maybe the 10-round mark is the next one. But he's a good fighter, not world-class yet, but could get there.
All right, the last fight of the evening.